everyone, and welcome to a special episode of Yolk'd Formula Drift Edition. Since we cannot travel with Michael Essa and the Formula Drift crew around the country, our good friends here at Drift Motion in Montclair, California have allowed us to come down to their shop and talk about the events we're missing. Why? No idea. I just wanted an excuse to get out of the office and hang out in a place I feel more at home. To kick off our recap of the Road Atlanta Formula Drift event, we now go to Kyle for a live reenactment of the Group 2 practice session on Friday, May 9th. The loss of the practice session took a few drivers with it, including Michael Essa, who was forced to try to qualify in an untested car on wet conditions and on a new road surface. Bad combo. But he did make it to the top 32. On Saturday, the main event benefited from a much drier day. Some of the more exciting moments involved famous crowdsourcer Danny George and a driver I just refer to as the Madman, Daigo Saito. On George's lead lap, it seemed to some judges and spectators that he intentionally took Saito into a bad line, causing two of Saito's tires to leave course. This took Saito out of the competition and also ended his realistic chances of gaining a championship point lead this series. But hey, this is Formula Drift. Crazy miracles happen all the time. Just ask any of the guys on the podium. Ode Bakchis and Michael Essa seem fated to run against each other this year. Bakchis put in a beautiful run and edged out Essa from the top 16. We'll call this one tit for tat since Essa won up Bakchis at the Super Drift Challenge. At the end of the day, it was a lineup of the usual suspects on the podium. The final fight came down to Frederick Asbo and Vaughn Gittin Jr. This seemed poetic given the history the two share at Atlanta. Who could forget last year's famous monster truck run when Vaughn Gittin Jr. drove over the nose of Asbo's car on the downhill? Then the two continued to battle it out and finish the run. Point leader Chris Forsberg took a step to the left, claiming the third place position, while Frederick Asbo stood second and Vaughn Gittin Jr. in first. All right, everyone, well, that wraps up this special episode, Formula Drift edition of Yolk'd. We want to thank our friends down in Montclair, California again at Drift Motion for putting up with us coming down here, waking them up early and filming in their shop. We really appreciate you guys. And until next time, I guess you guys have just been Yolk'd. Yeah.